Since being a part of this youth group, I have changed so much and I'm a different person than who I was before. And youth group is always a good place to be. I can escape from whatever has happened in my life and just be relieved by coming to youth. This youth group is always welcoming and energetic, and it's a very happy environment. Youth group is always fun, from fellowship, mission trips, and just being together. It's always a great time. I've grown so close to members of this youth group, and I've made great memories. I've learned so much from being in this youth. I'm so thankful for all the people that help out in this youth group. They've made a big difference in my life. Youth group is always a positive place, and we are always building each other up, and we are like a family. I'm so blessed to be a part of this youth group.
Youth is a group that I can be myself around no matter what and learn from others. I know that when we do some weird things like we do, from our games to our activities, I can act like an absolute dummy and I won't get judged, or they really won't care. It is especially a place where I can learn from others and grow my faith with others and have fun doing it. I've also learned a lot from others. With most of these kids having multiple years under their belt already, and some of them being their last year, it's so cool hearing from their awesome favorite memories. I had come here a couple times before with Summer Conley, and I'd always been a little jealous of her for having such a great group around her. And after a while, I really wanted to be a part. And now, having a couple years of being here, I don't think I could imagine myself not being here. I knew that after a while, I knew there's no place I'd rather be than in this youth group. Many people have impacted my journey so far, and some even have without knowing they did. I look at the older kids in the youth group, and I know that it is an amazing experience to look up to them and having such great role models. And I now look that I don't know how I could fill their shoes. I don't think I could have a better youth group than I have right now. I know that if I need them, they will always be there for me. I'm so grateful to have the group I have right now, because I feel so comfortable and fine around them. Also, I'm very sad that I could not be here in person today to stand in front of you and say this, but I'm happy that I can still say it in a way to contribute to Youth Sunday. Thank you.
Throughout my years growing up in the church, when I was little, I always wanted to be in youth group. I always looked up to the older people like my sister, and I saw all the fun things they did and all the fun trips they went on, and I always wanted to be a part of youth. When I finally got into it, it was what I hoped and so much more. Many of my friends throughout the years are still in youth group. Some of them I've known since we were babies in PDO together, and others have come throughout the year. Youth group is a place I know I can escape from home or school, and will always do something fun, get food, and grow closer to God. Some of the ways I grow closer to God in youth group is by learning how to talk to Him. I've invited many friends to youth group over the years. I always know that when I invite them, everyone will make them feel welcome and at home, and they always want to come back. I've loved working on events at church like Fall Fun Day and the Egg Hunts. I also love going on mission trips. I've been on 2 mission trips throughout my years in the youth group. I went on the spring break mission trip recently, and the one on the summer last year. The mission trips I went on were probably some of the funnest things I've done. As far as my personal journey in youth, I feel like I grow closer to God and learn more about Him each Sunday and Wednesday that I'm here. I like Kurt's Sunday school class because I feel like the things we learn in there I use in my everyday life. For instance, one Sunday we were talking about cussing and what it says about cussing in the Bible, and he showed us this Bible verse. It's in Ephesians 4:29. It says, "Don't use foul or abusive language. Let everything you do and say be good and helpful, so that your words will be an encouragement to others who hear them." I use this and share it with others throughout my daily life. Wednesdays and Sundays are awesome too. I like hearing the different people that help in our Bible study, like Josh and Kelly and Mabel and Tommy. and Sarah, and I like hearing how they all teach differently and they all have nice things to say. I'm very blessed for youth group to be a part of my life.
To me personally, youth is something that I cannot live without. I just love it. I can't get enough of it, but it wasn't always like that. Back in 6th grade when I first joined it, I did not hardly talk to anybody because I was kind of awkward, you know? And so because of that, I was not very active in the youth group until my first resurrection. That was when I found Christ for the first time, and I never looked back, you know? I started going on mission trips more, and I just feel really safe and like I can open up to people more in youth than I can around anybody else. Because I know at youth, these are my actual friends. Like, there's a difference between your really good church friends and your really good school friends. You know what I mean? You know, because around my church friends, they won't judge me as much as my actual friends would. And I'm just really happy about that. And I feel really secure here in the sense that I can have an actual conversation with our youth pastors about actual topics in life, you know, instead of having to talk to just somebody else. These people here will give me religious advice to handle just about any situation